Nedved pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Looking for the run. Nedved. No, that was never going to make it. Neymar.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Now it's Messi. Good read, needed to be. Gattuso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's neat.
He deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic. And that has been clubbed away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And this is Neymar. Costa Curta. Now it's Messi. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. He came in hard, very hard. Araujo gets over and intercepts, and it's Nedved. Nedved looking to penetrate opposition. Shot, surely! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. He can get that clear.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Greece still without a single shot on target. Nedved. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Messi, and Messi! Off the bar! To outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Maldini. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
And you see much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Played through into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Knocks it into space. That's been slid through. Back in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Greece have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
No, again there's no way through. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. That ball looks a good one. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Referee has just said play on. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Cruyff. Cruyff! And it's it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Cruyff. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Milan are down to 10 men. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Takes a shot. Thuram. Now it's Beckham, and he's intervened well there. Nedved.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he welcomes it in. He is, and the shot! It's a goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Costa Curta threads one in. Lahm gets it away. And it's half-time here. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Greece are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No reported change to either side during the break. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Drogba. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Drogba really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Thuram hurtling down that right flank. Cannavaro. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Romario. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Played out to the left flank. Lahm, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, nicely intercepted. And now they can clear their lines. Distributed tidily.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. That's Nedved. Great defending, strong and determined. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar. Lahm. And he's in on goal. Oh, that was vital.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's been given away. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Substitution for Greece, number 21, Messi.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Greece go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Coming on the field, number 9.
Ronaldinho. Lam shows great strength. Kaká.
Number 5.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Number 27.
Lam elects to cross.
Well, it's the
Can he finish? Goal! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here. There's the shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And Ribery! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kaká. Now it's Villa. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Lam. Can he get on the end of this? And that's another throw. Just 5 minutes left. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Maldini.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Bale. Great ball and he's in here. Bale.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's it. Greece can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was all about tactics.
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Oh, that is a nice touch. Driving on and making good progress. Romario goes steaming forward.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, they can break here. And he's picked it up out wide. Cruyff. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now it's Owen. He's picked his way through.
Such good technique.
Hazard. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Romario. Can he finish? And that has been cleared.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Real chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Hazard running with the ball.
Might want to be careful there.
Thuram with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Hazard. Owen. Cannavaro with the clearance. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Romario. Threads one in. And it's Hazard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruyff receives it in a good position here. Now it's Van Basten, looking for the run. That's a shade optimistic. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Messi. Now it's Romario. Costa Curta. Oh, that's a clever look. Header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Just eases him off the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And this is Van Basten. It's a good look. Climbs up big! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There is the breakthrough. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that's been won straight back. Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. Cafu. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he's in on goal. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
And this is Van Basten. Oh, such a clever touch. He's got away. Now there's shoots. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. Chooses to go crossfield.
1 minute added time.
Big chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next...
There's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Serginho. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Borussia Dortmund trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bullet. He's being urged to shoot. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Messi. Romario. Serginho proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of...
And Batistuta! Oh, he's been... In he goes again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Greece.
Corner number 2 then.
Messi. Number 6. Gullit. Number 13. Costa. Number 19. Nesta. Coming on the field.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Van Basten. Number 3.
Serginho.
Ronaldinho.
It's going to be another corner, I think.
Serginho. Number 32.
Borussia Dortmund have their
Substitution
third
in
corner.
progress.
Cannavaro is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Serginho. And this Romario. A chance for a shot! Azar. Greece perhaps contemplating their next change here. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Serginho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Thuram makes the interception. Serginho. Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is... And the finish! Oh, taken with style! Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And the shot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a dangerous ball. Chooses to go back. Condela deals with that comfortably. And the counter is on. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? Played into space out wide. Serginho gets into some space.
Substitution for Greece.
Corner number 4
14,
coming up here.
Romario. Coming on the field is number
Anguissa
5,
with the short one.
Ribery. Substitution
Here's
taking
Anguissa.
place.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cafu. Serginho going full steam ahead down the left flank. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary. And that's that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Portugal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That pass has been well intercepted. Platini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Messi. That pass isn't the best. And he's managed to get rid. In by Hullet, it's a mighty effort! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence and relentless brilliance.
Yeah, he is the total midfielder, Peter. He's essentially a 10.
And a chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good ball out wide. And that's a good... Can he finish? Goal! Greece! And it's Greece who take the lead. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
I doubt very much. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Romario. Now it's Platini. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And they're quick to get it back. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Pelé. Shot could be on. Danger averted for now. Cannavaro is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Seedorf. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Vieira with the clearance. Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space.
Tries a shot! And another try! That was superb goalkeeping.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And can he finish it? And that is wildly off target.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
30 minutes gone. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pelé, and he's in on goal. Mbappe! Save off! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Portugal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Seedorf. He's well positioned here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's out for a goal kick.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cannavaro. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he finish? He scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Portugal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Greece take the lead. Pedri crosses. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Greece head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No, that's been intercepted. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. It could be in here. Great chance! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter.
Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Great vision. Now it's Romario, and he's got the beating of his man. And Romario! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
The error shows great strength. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gets a good foot in there. And that interception was most necessary. Vieira. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Aimed beyond the defence. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? Seedorf. Pedri. Now it's Platini. Now it's Seedorf. And no, that was never going to make it. No way through. He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Now this could be a chance.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. He's a sharp little ball here. He's onside. He's beaten the last man. Portugal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution for Greece. Number 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 21.
This is quite a battle.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Pull it. Oh, super ball. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot.
Number 9.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Ribery. Number 27.
Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper.
Number 3, Ronaldinho. Number 8, Franz Beckenbauer. Substitutions.
Goal! Portugal! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Portugal go into the lead.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment.
Always onto this. And he won't reach that. Pass somewhat off target.
Minute has been indicated.
Bellingham! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Gets his head on it! Beckenbauer getting this one clear. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, this is a great position. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Now it's from... And a chance! And that may well be that. That is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And it's Rodri. That's to look and place it forward. That's a little off target. He is through here. That has ended up in no man's land. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to him, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Ah, he's given it away. He's through, it's one-on-one, takes a shot! Walker attempts a clearance. Pull it, shot could be on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Otto. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Romario. Cruyff. Pass somewhat off target. It'll be a throw-in.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And it's Otto. Pinches it off him. And he's managed to gift it back. Quarter of an hour played. Gattuso. This might spell danger. Now, can they get him? And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Van Basten. And it's Guti. Pass is just off target. So it is still 0-0. That pass isn't the best. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pulisic. Serginho gets into some space. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's taking no chances there. Played out to the left flank. And here's a player who has defined a generation. It's Van Basten! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And it's Serginho. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Milan looking to pass their way through. He's having a shot!
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Now it's Romario. Oh, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. Shot! Goal! Goal! Greece! The breakthrough strike! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
He's shifting through the gears here. Brilliantly cut out. And he can clear it away. Odo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Guti.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He won't be happy with that one. Pulisic. And that interception was... And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick announcement, it is now
We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Please
I
grab
think
the
it's a
tickets
case
you were
of
given when you
so
were walking
far,
through the gate.
so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Greece are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half. Greece carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard puts his foot on the gas.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Hazard. Now this could be a chance. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's heaved it away. Rodri. Costa Curta.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Hazard. And it's Guti. No, that's been intercepted. Yeah. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guti. Greece are still that goal to the good. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Otto tries a cross. And it's hoisted clear. Guti. Passing nice and neat. He has a look up. Now there's a fine ball, and this is Hazard.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hazard. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Romario. Gattuso. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Look at the shapes to shoot! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Substitution for Greece. Number 21.
Both sides then taking this
Messi.
chance to turn to their
Number
benches.
6, Gullit.
Greece are
Number
doing
14,
very nicely, thank you.
Romario.
You can really see.
And the finish!
Costa Curta.
It's off
Number
target and by
19,
quite a way.
Nesta. Coming on the field. Number 5. Ribery. Number 3. Ronaldinho.
Denilson.
Number 9.
Hazard.
Van Basten. Number 27. Serginho. Number 23. Roberto Carlos. Substitution in progress.
Van Basten. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's got away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Drogba. And now the breakaway. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. And here's Van Basten. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he cuts out the supply. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. The final 5 minutes. That's an imaginative pass. Denilson providing an outlet on that. He gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Ribery. Now that's well seen too. Hazard. Gattuso. Spread out to the left. Drogba. Always. There's the shot! Goal! And what a climax we have here! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get. Well, he's certain.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
This is a lost children's
So
announcement.
what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Greece really approached this game with clear intent, Peter, and a training ground plot was turned into a very good success.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it
Hello,
might not feel
everybody,
like
and
that.
welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy.
Against
This certainly
Paris
matters.
Saint-Germain.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Vieira gets a foot in here. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's forced to go back. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity.
Great chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, there's the clearance. Ronaldinho. Sneijder. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And the counter is on. Now it's Romario. And he's been shifted off it. Law. And here's Makalele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. Looking tidy in possession here. That's Vieira. Makalele. First quarter of an hour gone. And he's there to belt it away. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. On the through ball, and he's got the beating of his man. They're urging him to shoot. He's having a shot! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Greece are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Look at the space here. And he's heaved it away. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Threads one in. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Sneijder. Now there's a... And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Bullet. And it's Thuram. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Costa Curta. Vieira shows great strength. Shooting chance! Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Swings it across. Well, they've got it again. Cruyff. And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi. Cruyff. Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Hullet. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! And that is wildly off target.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared away. Shot could be on. Can he finish? He would have been quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Snyder! And it's Vieira.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's a throw-in. Thuram. Makalele.
Such good technique.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Makalele cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Schneider does really well to win the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Today, please watch the screen.
Greece go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half. Law. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a little off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Romario. Tries to pass it through. Leicester looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pull it. Now it's Romario. To Schneider. Now it's Totti. Pull it. That has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here. Beckenbauer. And it's Thuram. Xavi puts his foot on the gas. Can he latch onto this? He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Face to face with the keeper. Mateus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get free. A He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's going to go a long way. Law. Now it's Totti. Can he get it through? Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Picked up and the finish! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted. He has found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira can get it clear. Now it's Romario. And this is Messi. That looks a good ball through. And it's Cruyff. And a chance! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Greece grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
This is wonderful.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So is this the start of a comeback? Romario, it's played through for him. It's made its way to him. He's found the way through. He's had a shot! It's there! And they are pulling clear here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Greece. Shot, surely! No way through, so back it comes. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Romario. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Totti in acres of space out wide. Thuram. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Into the last 5 minutes. Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's got away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Totti could try cutting inside. He rises! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's... And the shot! No mistake! Just cruising! They are cruising! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposite.
And the referee brings it to a close. Greece pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Greece looking to pass their way through. Takes a shot! Oh, that's majestic!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage... Here's a shot!
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Romario. Out to the left it goes. Costa Curta providing an outlet on that flank. He's got tall. It's in. And they're at it again in double quick time. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Greece are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Romario. That's the keeper's ball. Dembele. And it's Xabi Alonso. Guardiola. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. And it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Distributed tidily, and he's picked it up out wide. Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Neymar looking to play it into the box. Driving on and making good progress. He has found the way through. Koundé. Neymar. Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Guardiola. Neymar. Guardiola. Costa Curta. Cruyff. Yamal. It's Xabi Alonso. Barcelona finding their passes. And it's Guardiola. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get it through? Now there's a fine, real chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Greece find a position of real strength now. Pull it. Now, can they get him away? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Xabi Alonso. And this is Dembele. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. And here's Dembele. Mbappe. Big chance! Shapes to shoot! Keeper's got his work done.
Neymar really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Greece absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Greece very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And we're off again. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Quality ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's... Oh no, this does not look good! And he skips past his man. And it's Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira does well to get it back. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's come to nothing. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Messi. And here's Romario. And how did he not make it four?
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Greece really do look to have it all sewn up here. And they're back on the ball again. Guardiola. Now it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's found a way through.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Cruyff at his creative best. He set up 2 goals.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Guardiola. Xavi Alonso. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There's a quick free kick. And it's Guardiola. And this is Dembele. Tries a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Dembele really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Dembele. Dembele.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Tries to get it clear. Knocks it back. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, good-looking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Romario. Good driving run. Guardiola. Neymar. And they're on him in a flash. And it's Guardiola. Koundé. And it's Romario. Gullit. Chooses to go back. And Messi! It's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. Does a chance! And in he goes again. No mistake! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. That pass isn't the best. Dembele. This looks promising. It's a good foot in there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Costa Curta. Cruyff. Gullit.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gullit on a strong run down the right. Goes for a shot! Comfortable claim for the keeper. Guardiola. Now it's Dembele. And Jamal, not the most accurate pass.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Well,
descuento.
it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he was quick to react. Guardiola. And he cuts out the supply. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. And he's intervened well there. Saka. Now it's Alvarez. And the shot's on here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckenbauer, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job.
Great chance! And that is wildly off target. That's really well manoeuvred. That is good alertness. And it's Camavinga. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Aimed beyond the defence. Distributed tidily. Hit into the middle.
Well played and well cleared.
Looking for a runner. And this is Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that should get the job done. The referee has given a corner. Greece with the corner, there first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cannavaro charging forward down that flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Greece clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Greece are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pull it. And that's been won straight back. Cruyff. He's found a way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the finish! Goal! Greece! And it's Greece who take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Gordon knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Hernandez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Saka wins the duel this time. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And he's managed to get rid. That's the throw. It's Hernandez. Now it's Gordon. Now it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Greece have themselves a chance from the spot. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Kimmich is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed.
Alvarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Takes aim and crosses. And the shot! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right.
And Cruyff! Oh, split second instant reaction.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Succumbs to the pressure. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Chouameni. Saka. Now it's Kimmich. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Stood up well to him there. Hernandez.
There will be 3 minutes added
We are
time.
into stoppage time. Romario. Saka. Can he spark a counter here? Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. And here's Messi. He's cut it out. Rudiger gets it away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Greece are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we are back on the way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga with the cross. And he's taking no chances there. Good read, needed to be. Quality ball. Greece are looking to break at pace. Messi in acres of space out wide. Wriggles his way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Some good work on the right flank here. And this is Romario. Chouameni getting this one clear. Now it's Messi. Taken back almost at once. And this is, can he finish? And one more try! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Messi looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Danger averted for now. And it's Cruyff in with the challenge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, important interception. Romario. Kimmich cuts it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hernandez. Gordon. Threads one in. Camavinga gets into a good position. Looking for the run. Hernandez receives it in a wide position. Now it's Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bullet moves wide and looking to get onto this. Kimmich gets across to intercept that. Saka. And now the breakaway. Now this could be a chance. He's found a way through. Now it's Kimmich. And no, that was never going to make it. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Greece. Number 21, Messi.
Hernandez.
Number 6,
Oh, that's a key
Gullit.
interception.
Number 13,
Tries to pass it through.
Executor. Number 19,
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take
Nesta.
any risks.
Coming on the field, number 9.
Can he get it through?
Baston.
That ball looks a
Number
good one.
3,
Now that's well seen
Ronaldinho.
too.
Number 27, Serginho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Candela.
There they go,
Substitution.
hunting again.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Now it's Romario. And it's Serginho. Oh, delightful ball. Romario. Decent chance! Goal, Greece! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution for Greece. Number 14.
And there's going to be another change
Romario.
here. Ribery coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Now it's Isak.
Keep calm and carry on.
And Baston concedes a free kick for that. Van Basten has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Isak. Real chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
Isaac really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Tries to get it clear. Rudiger. Hernandez. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Musiala! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Musiala. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bastoni. Great vision. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Isak. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cleared without complication. Pedri. It's a good spell of possession, this. Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's looking wide, back into the middle, brilliantly cut out. And he's there to get it away. And he cuts out the supply. Chance here to counter. Now it's Ronaldinho. Cruyff. Header! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows to...